Sorry about that. They knocked me off, man. They don't want me talking about World War III and shit, man. They don't want me talking about China giving the heads up, a warning to their people, to tell them to stockpile food, to get ready. They don't want me to talk about China attacking Taiwan. They don't want me talking about the rest of the world getting involved in this. So they try to silence me. Well, I hope that you are stockpiling up on food, water, medication, ammunition, etc., etc. Because your government, wherever you're at in the world, they're not going to tell you what's going to happen. Because, the less of you that survive, the better off they'll feel about it. I'm sorry to say, it's the truth, okay? It's the truth. I wasn't supposed to come out here. I ain't supposed to talk about China attacking Taiwan. I ain't supposed to come out here and tell you the rest of the story. Well, I'm gonna. They're not gonna silence it. Okay. As many people as I can help be prepared. And what's it matter? Because any given moment, any major crisis could happen. Whether it's an asteroid impact, whether it's an earthquake, hurricane, tornado, etc., etc. At any given moment, a natural disaster could happen. But how is it that China knows ahead of time that something's going to take place? It's not a national disaster they're preparing for, people. It's war. Now, we all know Taiwan can't compete. They can't defend themselves. We all know there's such a treaty type thing that's in place where United States of America ain't supposed to get involved. We can only get involved with, giving them weapons and medical supplies and shit like that, food, water. We ain't supposed to be getting involved if they're attacked from China. Now, will Biden be a coward that he is and not defend Taiwan? Well, he is who he is. Yeah, so I had to come home and get on my old IBM, crank it up, just to get out here, to sit here and have an honest conversation about what's about ready to take place. I'm not supposed to say nothing like that, okay? Conspiracy theory, rumor, y'all on fire in a movie theater. No. Facts and truth. Events that are going to take place, okay? Now, you can't come out here and damn me right now because it's not happening right now. I said sometimes it takes a little time for this to come full circle, and it always does come full circle on my channel. China is going to attack Taiwan. That's why it's telling its people to prepare for food, stockpile up on shit. It's that simple, it's that easy. That's all I got to say, man. Okay? It may not be happening right now, but it will come full circle. I guarantee it. Are you ready? Are you prepared? It don't hurt, man. Even let's say it don't happen. Let's say it don't happen. Does it hurt to have some extra food and water? Is that such a freaking crime? Well, yeah, I guess it is a crime. What is it a crime for yourself to be prepared for your family to have a little extra? Fuck, you're struggling now. I don't give a shit who you are, man. You're struggling now. You're not lying to me, man. If you're a lefty or righty, you're not lying to me. You're struggling, man. You're feeling it at the gas station when you go to the gas station. I don't care if you're a left or you're a right. Okay? That gas pump don't give a shit one way or another. It wants your money. When you go to the grocery store, your prices are gone up. Your meat, your chicken, your fruit, your vegetables. You can't tell me if you're a Democrat or a Republican that you're not feeling these things. The only ones that ain't feeling it is the rich. That's it. That's why Biden comes out here and don't have a fucking clue about me and you and the rest of the people in America in the middle. They don't have a clue. Do you think that we can wait a year? That we can wait for a year for gas to keep going up and up and up and up and up, paying more and more and more and more. Inflation's going up and up and up and up and up and up. It ain't keeping a balance here, people. They can sit there and they can pencil whip the numbers all they want. This has all been a game plan. This is all planned. And it's going down as we speak right now. Peace, love, and understanding. Much respect, man. I nowhere near prepared and ready either. Okay, the power grid and shit. That's gonna be the number one killer, man. When they hit the power grids, because people ain't gonna be able to keep themselves warm. They ain't gonna be able to cook. They ain't gonna be able to do these things and shit. They don't have an understanding. People say, well, I got me a chainsaw. Yeah, well, how much gas you got? You sure ain't going to have enough gas because you can't go get no gas because there won't be no gas supply. So that chainsaw, when you're out of gas, ain't going to be worth the shit. Okay? These portable, these butane heaters you got and all that, that's not going to be worth the shit. A wood burner and an axe. A wood burner and an axe. Not a heater with a propane tank on it. That's no good. It's only going to last till it runs out. And then what are you going to do? What are you going to do? If you had an axe, you go out there and cut down that freaking tree, chop it up, put it in the wood burner that you got, and keep you and your family warm. And look, you can get online right now and educate yourself how to make different heating devices to keep you and your family warm. It's quite easy. Look it up. There's different things you can do. But if you don't have an understanding, and first thing you need is the axe. You can't put a nail on a piece of wood without the hammer. Yeah, I'm stockpiled up, man, as much as I can. I got as much as my medication as I can. What up? Huh? Airball? See, look. I went and got my medication. I've been stocking up on my medication, man. I usually go through 2 of these a month. Yeah. I stockpile my medication, man. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I'm stockpiling, huh? And then I got all my medication I grew this year on top of it. I gave most of that away, man. I just, because it's legal to be able to give marijuana away, so I give it away, man. Got just nothing. I know what's about ready to happen, man. I want to make sure I got my medication stockpiled up. This ain't gonna last me worth the shit. I have to run off the generator for a little bit, man. But power goes out. Nothing I can do about that, man. So I kept my regular bud. I ain't gonna be able to charge these up at all either, man. I got the generator just for fucking emergency needs at the beginning. You know, it's just the beginning. It's just more or less for comfort for them. I really ain't, because I know, you know, I just know that it's not. There's no way that in hell that you're gonna be able to put enough gas or natural gas to run that son of a gun, man. Because there won't be none. Won't be any at all. But just to make them comfortable at first, you know, that's the most important thing. Then after that, you know, kind of slowly let reality set in, because I know a lot of people are going to have a hard time, man. A hard time, man. I mean, you just lost your power here, and we're on that for a few days, and people were shit-faced about it. I was shit-faced about it, you know. You know, imagine 20 plus years, you know, the power going out, man. Like, it's just, people just don't got a clue, man. They're just so used to being spoiled, man. You know, you used to flicking a switch and turning on your lights and turning on your heat, turning on your water, going, getting in your car and driving your ass to the store and buying your hamburgers and your fruits. And you're just, you know, I am too. You know, I'm never going to come out here and lie and say that, you know, I ain't spoiled either. Yeah, I'm spoiled, man. You know, yesterday I went to my favorite restaurant and I got me some slider burgers, man. You know, I love them slider burgers, man. Try to eat a couple a day, to tell you the truth, if I could. But, you know, it's just what it is, what it is. But I still, on the other hand, stockpiled up on fruits, vegetables, big bags of rice, big bags of beans, big bags of noodles. You know, I rotate every 6 months. I rotate shit. I don't, if I ain't gonna use it, you know, I ain't gonna let it sit and go bad. So I give it to the soup kitchen, and I just buy more and just keep rotating every 6 months. How I've been doing it, you know, because I don't know how long actually that some of that stuff's gonna last, man. But and I don't want it to go to waste. But I know we're ready and prepared. There's no how, no way any of you are ever going to be fully stockpiled up and ready to go. I mean, I'm being honest here, man. But if you have a few simple, basic things, you know, all these other people want to come out here and tell you to buy gold and buy the food supply shit. You know, I'm not telling you that. I'm telling you to go buy yourself a freaking axe. Buy yourself a couple axes, man. And get some wedges, man. Get a sharpening stone, man. You know, that axe is going to save you and your family's life, believe it or not, man. That axe is going to be one of the most important tools you can have, man. Besides a weapon, a crossbow, a gun, a fishing pole. You know, these are things that your average Joe in the big city ain't got. What are you doing? Come here. Huh? What are you doing, old girl? Huh? Yeah, you're getting next, ain't you? I know. I know. You go outside. Hang on, let me let this dog out. Come on. Come on. Like I say, man, she's getting old. She got to go to the bathroom every half an hour and shit. It is what it is, man. But, you know, I appreciate her sitting there waking me up to let me know she's got to go to the bathroom. But I don't appreciate it every half an hour, man. It's like, and I got some of the pee-pee pads. But she's been such a good dog her whole life. She's never really pissed in the house, you know. She did when we first got her a couple times and corrected her, and that's it, man. She's always come to you and said, hey, I got to go outside, you know. She lets you know. But now that she's so old, man, she got to go to the bathroom all the time, man. It's like every half an hour. You got to try to get your sleep in, man, while she's sleeping. I know. It is what it is. I love that little dog. And then I got my third one here. He's getting old, too. Oh, getting into it. He's so pretty. You're so pretty. Yeah, you're so pretty. You're so pretty. Yeah. You love daddy, don't you? Yeah, you need a bath. You need a bath. This is the one that used to have seizures. It needs to be brushed. That's the one. He don't hardly have seizures anymore. But that's the one. I rescued them all, man. But that was the one from. Come on, go outside. Got the heat on, man. It starts getting dry in the house, man. But he's the one I seen in a cage. And a month later, I went back and he was in this same cage and shit, man. I felt so bad for him. It cost me over $900, man, for that dog. And I couldn't take it, man. Seeing that dog in that cage like that, man. He's loyal. Wherever I go, he goes. Wherever I'm at, he's at. But he don't like somebody just picked him up and gave him some loving and shit. He's not into that, man. He's selfish on that point. My other one, the old dog, I'd pick her up and show you, man. But she's too old, man. Her body hurts and shit, man. I'll go picking her up, man. But she got one tooth here. I think she might have one back here left. I don't know. She can hardly see. She's been with me the longest, man. I miss Taz. Yeah, I miss that old fart. Now that dog, the one I just had to put down, man, he was the most lovable dog I ever had, man. You come in, he untie your shoes for you and shit, man. He just rub all over you. Loved everybody, man. Most go happy dog you ever seen, man. It's a shame that we all get old, man. It is what it is, man. I know where my journey ends in this era of my life. But, we got responsibilities and animals and people to take care of, man. Got to take care of that first before anything else, for anything for myself comes, man. I got to take care of the dogs. I got to take care of Andrea and Cheryl. And then after that, man, and I'll worry about myself, man. Until then, all that shit comes first, man. That's the most important thing. Cheryl and Andrea and the animals. Most important thing. All the rest, I don't give a shit, man. Had somebody sneaking around my house the other night. I don't know if I told you all this, man. But I had some empty pop cans. And that possum was on the side of my house a couple weeks back here. And was getting into some shit. So I drew out a couple pop cans out the window to shoo it away, which didn't do no good. But anyway, I left the pop cans out there and figured I'd pick them up. The next day I was going to cut the grass. And I'll pick up the couple empty pop cans, That night I was sitting there sleeping. I heard crunch. One of them cans got stepped on. It wasn't a cat, because a cat can't squash a can like that. It ain't the possum. Possum's not squashing a can like that. It was a human being, man. And all three of the bedroom windows are on that side of the house. Yeah. We got a little something for the motherfucking pervert, man, next time. Time I jumped up and grabbed the gun, it's too late anyway. Because once whoever was stepped on that can, he made enough sound and shit, busted off, man. The time I got the gun and had the window open and shit, he was already busting down the street probably. But I kind of hope he comes back now. Because I got something for you, bro. I got something for you, man. Oh, yeah. And I ain't doing nothing. You're going to do it to yourself, man. You're on my property. You got hurt. You shouldn't have been on my property. Sorry about your luck, bro. Pervert. It could be something else. I don't know, man. Could have been trying to steal my weed at the time and shit. But my weed was already pulled. So I don't think they're trying to get to my weed. There's no way about that anyway. You just seen what happened. That car pulled up behind me when I parked this shit, man, doing a live feed. That car pulled up behind me, sat there and hit my shit. My cell phone totally went haywire and shit. Just because I'm talking about war, talking about China's going to attack Taiwan and shit. No, we're gonna silence you. Yeah, silence these DNNs, man. Yeah, it kept me a little bit of mud, man. Yeah. Gave most of it away, man. This is that alien green, Steve. Not the green crack. This is two crossbreeds, two different strains of sativa. And everybody likes it. It's got a good taste to it. More earthy. It was pretty good. Everybody like, why you grow weed and you just give it all away, man? It is what it is, man. There's no way I'm, I don't know why I do, man. Gave Ronnie probably about 4 ounces. Mike probably gave him close to 5 to 6 ounces, I think. Well, between him and his girlfriend, a total of 10. So that's a lot of weed, man. And I still got some from last year, man. It ain't as good as this year's batch, though. Finally getting there, man. Told you it'd take me a couple of years, man. That's all it took me. What? My 3rd year? Boom. Created my own. Pretty damn good. It's a little cross between that green crack and that Hawaiian cap. My next project's the Pina Colada, and see if I can't cross that with something. Maybe the green crack. Yeah, I get higher off my weed than I do these, man. These are all right. I mean, you get them up in the 80% THC and shit. I had that tested to see what his THC level's at, man. Ronnie's supposed to have been testing it, man. Come back and let me know. It's got to be pushing 80, 84 to 87, somewhere around there. And look, man, when it comes to marijuana, I'm a recovering alcoholic, okay? If I was drinking right now, you would see a complete asshole, okay? Yeah, I'm being honest here, man. I don't care if you like when I'm being honest or not, man. If I was drinking right now, okay, I'd be a complete asshole. Matter of fact, I'm not driving today. That's why I'm sitting at home smoking, because I know I'm not going to go out driving today. Tomorrow, it's a different story. I got some shit to do, so I won't smoke when I get up. But if I was drinking, I wouldn't give a shit. I get in my car and I go to the store and get me a fifth, or get me a case, whatever the hell it is, whatever. I just go driving. I wouldn't give a shit. Right? Piss poor attitude all the time. I like to fight. I was the worst drunk there ever was, man. And that's what makes me better than most people. Like Hunter Biden, so-called recovering crackhead. I really am a recovering alcoholic. Okay? I understand the negativeness with alcohol. Okay? Now you gotta understand the positive with marijuana with me. You can't look at he smokes dope, he's fucking high on and shit. No. It's actually, now I say it's a gateway drug to heavier drugs. That's bullshit. I've done heavier drugs, okay? Tab T, crystal, mescaline, cocaine, never done heroin. But yeah, I've been there, done that, man. Okay? Since I smoked weed, I ain't drinking. I ain't even looking back, man. It's helped me, man. All right? It's helped me. And I don't got that split personality, fucking shit, man, going on and shit, man. I am who I am and shit, man. We all talk to ourselves, don't lie to yourself, man. You sit there and you ask yourself questions all the time, man. All right. I'm level headed, man. Okay. I'm not a nut job. I'm never going to go out and do something stupid. Time and time again, these dirty dogs try setting me up. Try setting me up in Burns, Oregon. Try setting me up in Portland, Oregon. Try setting me up in Washington, D.C. Try setting me up over and over and over. You know what really pisses me off? Is, for instance, one of the individuals that they tried to use to set me up was the worst person you could ever think of, man. Okay? Honestly. You people love this guy. People loved him. But once you got to find out, well, you didn't get to find out, but once I dug and did my shit, it sickened me, man. It sickened me who this person was. To believe in him, trust him, then to find out the truth of who you are, man. But unfortunately, that didn't take me, and it took me a little while, man, because they hid who this guy was so well, man. They covered up everything about him, man. It took me a few individuals that knew the man from his past to let me know the truth of who he was. But the government, they covered this man up, man, just to put him in place, man. Certain things, man. You know, like I said, instigator. You know, I remember with this individual, Pete Santilli and Deb Jordan got pulled over by the police. Right, we're driving down the road. Okay, I'm driving. We're ahead of Pete Santilli and Deb Jordan. We're going faster than Pete and Deb Jordan. Apparently we are, because we're way ahead of Pete and Deb Jordan in their vehicle. We're out in the middle of nowhere, people. Okay, this is in Burns, Oregon. We make it all the way down the end of the road, and I go to turn, and I see Deb and Pete's lights behind us, and behind them, I see the blue and red lights. They're getting pulled over. Well, this individual on way, he says, well, go back, swing around and see what's happening. I said, okay, we can do that, you know. He's guiding me. Now, mind you, he's guiding me to do this, okay? I know what he's doing now, okay? I'm understanding what he's trying to attempt. I'm going to try and avoid this. He's guiding me. He's guiding me. He says, pull up behind the cop. I says, you don't pull up behind the cop. Just pull somebody over, man, like that, dude. I says, especially what's going on in this situation, you don't do that, man. I said, what's wrong with you? He says, well, pull over and let me drive, and I'll do it. I said, no, I'm not letting you pull up behind that cop like that, dude. He says, well, just pull up there and get out and ask them what's going on. I said, it's obvious what's going on. They pulled them over, man. I said, they're not going to arrest him. Shouldn't probably speeding shit. That's what happened. It was for speeding. You know, just the excuse, though. But the whole time, this dirty son of a bitch is trying to get me to do something that put my life in danger. He didn't give a shit, man. And I knew what he's trying to do. And then when he tried to get me to get out of the car and walk up to the freaking police, and it would have been the stupidest thing I could have done. Why, he sat in the fucking car? And knowing who he was, now learning, that's why I was watching my ass with this dude now. Unbelievable, man. Driving down the road, motherfucker got an earpiece in, gets a phone call, right? Not having it on speakerphone and none of that shit, man. He's got an earpiece, man. You know, fucking. Usually he's gonna have a phone conversation over his radio and shit, man. Had a device set up for you can hear the phone conversation over radio and shit, man. But every time his fucking handler would call, he goes silent, you know, fucking earpiece and shit and talking code shit. Any other time and shit, man, he had shit over his radio in his car for, you know, you can hear and shit, you know. Yeah. Dirty, man. And they allowed this man to be dirty. They allowed him to get away with what he was doing, man. You know, I could see if one woman accused you of rape and you may not be guilty, 2 women, 3 women, 4 women, 5 women, 6 women. And then seeing how you react around women, your real character comes out. You're sick, dude. You're a sick individual. And you know what? They're sick for allowing you to continue on to do that, man. Never forget the day you ran out of money, too, man. Quite a convenience that large wad of cash just fell right in your lap within an hour, man, out of nowhere. Completely broke, man. Completely broke. Dead broke. Within an hour, he was rich again. In other words, he ran up his bill too high and they sent him some more money to keep in operation. Same thing with Phoenix, Arizona, man. Coming back, all of our motel doors unlocked and shit, man. My computer was compromised and shit. Literally had to destroy that piece of shit because they done compromised. They done put keystrokers in it and keyloggers and all that good shit up in it. Whatever they did, man. I know, you know. And once again, man, a lot of times he tried to orchestrate us to do some stupid shit, man. Yeah, always, man. Some people are just passionate, and don't get me wrong, man. But by the grace of God, man, and I'm being honest here, by the grace of God having my back, guiding me through these landmines of corrupted, the corruption, man. It's just God had my back, man, because there's no other way to explain why I wasn't shot, why I wasn't set up, like with the marijuana, tried to set me up with the marijuana shit. That didn't work out in Phoenix. Burns, Oregon, it was legal. They were going to try, I think, on the way out, man, thinking, that I would have some marijuana on me and shit, but they would have been right. Oh. But I only had a little bit on me. That same individual, he tried telling me, hey, man, put that in your suitcase and put that in the trunk. And that way, if we get pulled over, I says, yeah, that way, if we get pulled over, I get sent to jail because I can't throw it out the window. I only had like an eighth or something, So if I see the lights, it's out the window and it's gone, man. We're on the mountainside, baby. If it's in my suitcase in the trunk, I can't get to it. And he knew that. And that's what he was banking on, man. Man, I was ahead of him. Same in Phoenix, Arizona, man. Here, take this weed and hang on to it. Oh, really, dude? Why you want me to hang on to your weed and you're going to be in the same vehicle as me? Why you want me to hang on to your shit? Oh, you want it? Well, yeah, I'll take it. Shit, man. Go up in the back, roll me a fat fucking joint, smoke it before we leave, and dump the rest of the shit on the ground in front of you. And that's exactly what I did. It was another dirty dog, man. And that dirty dog was came with the other pervert. The pervert brought that dirty dog into the mix and shit, man. And both were stinky. I don't have to look back and reflect. All they gotta do is look outside and see FedEx. Oh, yeah, FedEx again. Weren't they just here yesterday? Hang on, let's see if they're coming here. Can't leave your packages out too long, man. Especially during holiday seasons. And by the way, Biden didn't create no fucking jobs, man. He didn't create one job. All right. Yep. Just people going back to work. Yep, we got you. Thanks. Like I say, you can't leave that shit out there long, man. Or there's a snatch it up, man. I got my neighbor's package off their porch because it sat there for 2 days, you know, and about a day too. And I put it in my garage, and I was going to give it to him the next day because it was nighttime when I took him. And that's when I ended up going to the hospital. She's all freaking out, man. I got out of the hospital. I took her over her package. Said, "Hey, I'm sorry I was in the hospital, but I took them off your porch because it was late and they've been sitting there for a couple of days. I didn't want somebody to steal your shit, man." She said, "Oh, I thought somebody stole it." I said, "Well, what's in it?" She said, "Oh, bird seed." You order bird seed on the FedEx, man, to the mail? Go to Menards, man. Can lay down, poopy butt. Where's the old girl? Old girl there, man. A little nice out today, man. You go outside and stay. Just don't bark. No better than that. All right, man. I don't know. Just looking back at, you know, I could dealt with the likes of people coming on here and not so much attacking me. I don't want to use the word attack, but fighting with people on here. It's called fighting. That's so much more respectable, man. Because it's kind of like the guy's right in your face, girl, whatever, and they're telling you, man, you're an asshole, you're a freaking liar, they're right there, and you're giving it back to them the same way. But when these little fucks that come around, man, trying to set you up and shit, man, I ain't got nothing for you, man. But I think of reflecting back on all the fights I've been on to in YouTube, man. I gotta say, I can respect them. They didn't hide who they were, man. Didn't hide who they were at all. These sickos, they hide their true identity, their who they really are. And if you knew who they really were, you wouldn't be associating with them anyway, because you would understand who they are. What man gets accused of raping 6 freaking women, man? And I think of that young waitress at the restaurant and the conversation that was inappropriate that he was having. I think of the inappropriate things he would say about other people, women, women. And I think of Jody and it's bullshit, man. Don't they think of the victims? Or are they just thinking about fucking getting Ben Time Traveler arrested? Or Pete Santilli or Alex Jones or, the silence, the truth, and the facts. That's what I say. When I come out here and was having fights and arguments with other people about certain things and shit, I knew who they were. I give it to them, man. I respected that, man. Them were honest fights, man. these people they use are sick, man. And they shouldn't be allowed to get away with that shit, man. And I don't see that in any of the books that people wrote. I don't see none of that in none of the books that people wrote about. Take, for instance, the Bird Refugee Standoff in Burns, Oregon. I don't see any documents on YouTube talking about none of that. I finally seen one document. Well, I ain't got to see it yet. With Tucker, I think it is. Where I think it's Tucker. Don't quote me on this. I'm not too sure, man. I just kind of breezed by me here for a moment, but I think it's Tucker. He's the only one that's doing a document on January 6th and the FBI infiltrating and orchestrating that event. He's the only one. I mean, people are talking about it. We know, like Pete Santilli and people like that, and Alex Jones are talking about it. Shit. I'm talking about mainstream that's got what they're supposed to call it an honest voice. How you can call mainstream of any news organization honest. It's still about money. But it exists. Everybody knows it exists. They orchestrate people to do shit, man, and go in and do all this crazy shit, and then blame it on the whole group of individuals. I mean, this white supremacy shit going on right now. They're driving that hard, man, driving it hard. And they already infiltrated here in Michigan, a militia, the FBI. They're the ones who were orchestrating the whole freaking thing, and it's come out to be the truth. We see it time and time again. Burns, Oregon was the same way, man. It was orchestrated, man. Avoid Finnegan was set up to be murdered. All them people were set up to be murdered. I was supposed to be murdered. Pete Santilli, Deb Jordan were supposed to be murdered. We were supposed to be in that caravan. But once again, by the grace of God having my back, I missed the turn. And if I wouldn't have missed that turn, I'd probably be dead. I'm sitting in the dark at the motel. Because y'all know that's what I did, man. I sat in the dark. I watched. I listened. I observed. But I'm sitting in a motel room and it's dark. And as a matter of fact, I'm smoking a fat joint, man. I'm kicking back, man. Got the window open. Two guys. I ain't never seen them before. Never seen them the whole time I've been there, man. The whole time I ain't never seen these two guys dressed in a tacky fucking pants and shit. Dead giveaway. But they're sitting outside, standing outside the window. And they're literally not talking to each other. They're talking to a mic. You don't see it, though. And they sit there and say, yeah, room such and such, the window's open. Which was right next to Pete Santilli and Deb Jordan's room. They didn't know I was in there, though. I opened up that door and shit. I said, yeah, my window's open. So what, man? What's it to you? It's like, whoa. I mean, they went to their side, too, by the way. They reached towards their side, but they didn't draw. I said, what's it to you, man? What are you guys doing? Scoping out the place to rob it or something? I knew I had to just threw that out there. I knew what they were doing, though. No, and shit. Next morning, because they had a little thing to get some breakfast up there in the restaurant or motel. The two guys came in there and shit, man. Looked around, looked at me and shit, man. I turned around, walked out the door, got in their fucking truck and left. I ain't never seen them after that, man. What? The door's open. Not going to feed you yet, man. Yeah, I got your chicken. You won't eat them. You won't eat them little hot dog thingy doies. Won't eat the canned roast beef. But if I go to Arby's and get some beef and cheddar, she'll eat that. I'll give her some spaghetti. She likes spaghetti too. That's what she had last night, was spaghetti. Anyway, yeah, I reflect back, man, on my journey. And I thank God for shielding me and protecting me. I thank God for giving me the understanding, opening my eyes to it all, understanding the difference between angels and aliens, understanding technology and how evil and bad it is, understanding that He created us to be content at being gatherers of nuts, wheats, grasses, grains, sort of like an animal. Because when you look at it, when God created us, He created us as an animal. Something happened. I know this. God has told me about it. Told me about the aliens. I understand it. I can get outside that box, man. I can see the truth. I understand. I understand. And some things I don't understand. Take for instance, Virgin Mary and Jesus. I understand that a woman today can get pregnant, artificial insemination. Get her pregnant without having sex. She don't need a man for that. So I can look back at Mary and I can understand the process that happened there. I can understand it. Was it a miracle or was it medical? But the problem I have after that is, was Jesus designed for us on purpose? In other words, was Jesus created for us to get teachings because he was more advanced than the human species? He became more advanced, I should say, because you see this throughout history a lot with great men. Every once in a while, this genius will pop into a period of time, whether it's Einstein or whoever, you see it. But was Jesus created for the guidance to teach us right from wrong, how we should truly live? I believe so. But I also think there's other times that it's happened and it's been for the opposite, for evil, for bad. Take technology, for instance. Like I said, God created us to be content with, kind of look at the Amish people, no electricity and so forth. Not so much religion and all that, but just the way of living, making their own butter and butchering their own animals, driving around in their buggies and horses. That's the content part I'm talking about. That's the part of the creation God created. You don't need all this, what you got, because what technology is doing is actually starving mankind. You may think it's not, but it's actually starving mankind, because this big belt process of food at any given time could shut down, like I'm trying to warn people, man. And we already seen it happen at short periods of time. Well, imagine for 6 months this shutting down. But if you were back to the way God created you, you wouldn't have this problem of trying to find food. You already know that. So you lost that. You lost that. That's that part of that knowledge that they say that you lost. That's part of the knowledge that you lost. It's called survival. How to survive. People are going to need electricity. People are going to need running water. People are going to need the grocery stores to survive. Well, if it's not there, and is that not a teaching that the Lord Jesus Christ was trying to teach each and every one of us? That we should be able to defend for ourselves, man. We don't defend for ourselves anymore. We depend on other people to do these things for us, process our meat, pull the feathers off the chickens. Some people even have somebody put the worm on a hook and take the fish off the hook for them. I do thank the Lord Jesus Christ, the King of Kings, man. He's let me pay the price for some of my sins. Acceptable. Yeah. I deserve it. And then there's other times that he's just guided me of recent, protected me, man, shielded me, guided me down the right path, man, opened my eyes to what was going to happen. And I'm blessed to have him do that, man. Because you all don't understand, man. You don't understand that the setup that was being thrown this way, that is still to this day, but not as heavy because I don't get out there and be an activist like I was, and I was doing more investigations on an I was doing more on investigation on certain individuals that they didn't want me to be calling out in the public eye, man. That's why they were coming at me hard. But it is what it is, man. All right, man. They're going to get me something to eat, man. Got the munchies, hungry. Appreciate y'all stopping by, man. Stockpile up on some food, water, guns, ammunition, extra medication. I'm serious about the medication. You're on medication, man. You need to start cutting some pills in half, man. Think about this, man. If you can cut your pill in half, you can't cut it in half, don't do it, man. I'm not a doctor and shit, man. But, you know what you can and can't do, man. Don't fucking listen to them and shit, man. I had to quit taking this, man. Bad. This thing was giving me some of the worst headaches, man. And I kept on telling my doctor, I said, this shit's giving me a headache, man. He's like, oh, that shouldn't be giving you a headache. I said, well, is it something giving me a headache? But I think it's that, man. No. So I quit taking this, man. As soon as I quit taking it, man, my headaches went away. I get different headaches. I know I get to migraines, but that I know that was causing me my headaches, man. It was causing pressure in my head, man. Right in my temples, man. I can feel it right here. Every time I take it, I feel the pressure in my temples right here, man. And I was getting nervous and shit, man. I got bad blood circulation now, man. Fucking my fingertips turn white and shit, man. I ain't bullshit, man. If my fingertips turn white, man, it's only a matter of time, man. I'm okay with it though, man. I'm okay with it. I ain't smoked no more than when I started smoking. That's the truth. I ain't smoked no less either, but I ain't smoked no more. I smoked as much as I did from the day I started smoking cigarettes, man. They ain't stopped. When I was a teenager, people told me how I said, man, you're a heavy smoker. Yeah, I'm 58 years old, still a heavy smoker. I'm the definition of a heavy smoker, man. As much as I try not to smoke, I can quit drinking alcohol. I can quit doing drugs. I can't quit cigarettes. I've been asking them for help, but he keeps telling me it's on me. I gotta fight that addiction, man. I gotta do it. Some things he makes me do. Some things he makes us all do, man. You know, you can't make life easy for us and shit and do everything for us, right? You know, we all fall short of the glory of God. Some things you gotta clean up, man. Yeah, it's true. I know being an alcoholic, I was a asshole, a fighter, didn't give a shit attitude. Well, that's not good in life. Now marijuana makes me a happy-go-lucky kind of guy and shit, man. Until you cross that line with me and shit, and then it's foul. Anyway, I'm gonna get me something to eat, man. I'm hungry, man. You know, if y'all want to hang out later, I'm down with that shit today, Saturday, man. I don't think I'll be able to use my phone for a minute. Shit, they hit it pretty hard over there, man. I know I was still alive and shit, but it just like that, man. You come up behind me, man, and shit, man. Fucking, I don't know, fucking look like he had a round looking, little round looking, something like a dog will wear on his neck and shit thing, man. It's a little round one about like that big, man. White thing, man. Like that. So I was looking at him, man. Looking at him, and boom. And all of a sudden, my shit just went shoot. Then when I drove off, he followed me and turned around the corner and shit, man. I parked. I was hoping he'd come around the corner because I was just going to jump out and say, "What up, man?" But he slowed by and went by and kept on going. Remember that time you used to follow me on my YouTube channel? Remember years ago when I first got back from Burns, Oregon? I was sitting on the front porch. No, I was I don't remember exactly how it went down. I don't know if I was doing a live feed or not, man. But my computer was messing up. Oh, that's what it was. My computer was messing up, man. And I looked on my security camera and I seen that car sitting out front. And that's when I grabbed the camcorder. Now I remember how it went down. I grabbed the camcorder, which I missed dearly, and went outside. Was sitting on the porch filming. It was all the car was all the truck or whatever SUV was all blacked out, shit, man. And I was recording, telling everybody, I bet you that's a cop, man. That's a cop, man. Somebody's messing with my internet, man. And I just got up and walked out to the street, man. I couldn't see inside the vehicle because it was all tinted out. I knocked on the window and the window rolled down. And there's a police officer sitting in the car. Remember, I'm filming him, man. Filming him. I ain't scared. Filming him, man. He's sitting in there. Got a laptop in there and shit, man. Other devices and shit, man. And I straight up asked him, man. I said, "Are you fucking with my internet, man?" He said, "No. Why would I be doing that? I got my own internet." I said, "Well, why you been sitting out here for so long in front of my house and my internet's being messed with and shit?" It don't make no sense to me, bro. You're all just here eating my lunch. And then I think the story was he was looking for somebody down the street. Well, you're here eating your lunch or you're looking for somebody down the street. You know? But just thinking back, and everybody's like, wouldn't believe that I would walk out there and do that. Well, yeah, I didn't know it was a cop. I knew it was a cop, but I didn't know that. It could have been somebody trying to hack into my system and shit, man, to steal my identity, man. I didn't know that, so I have a right to go out there and question the guy. You know? Yeah, he rolled down the window. Sure as shit. He's sitting in there with his uniform on, man. Had that computer sitting there and some other devices and shit, man. Fucking sure as shit. I went back on the porch, finished what I was doing, and he eventually drove off. I went upstairs, and guess what? Computer was running great again. And now that I think back, I'll think one more time, man. One more time, and then I'll let this rest. I'm sitting upstairs, minding my own business. My computer's sitting there, man. I'm watching, I don't know what I was watching. But I just glanced over at my computer, and I watched my camera light come on by itself. I'm not messing with the computer. I'm watching TV. The computer was idled. I sat there and watched my camera light come on while I was in my boxer shorts, man. So I just stood up in front of my camera, man, and I scratched my crad dogs, man. And I unplugged the battery and shit. Turn the computer off and shit, man. You know, I scratched my nuts right in front of them, man. You know, they turned down my camera, man. I sat there and watched them, man. So I gave them something to look at, man. All right, man. Peace, love, and understanding. Much respect, man. I'm for real, man. You know, it is what it is, man. I've been there, done that, and seen it, man. You know how these dirty son of bitches operate, man. Check underneath your seat before you leave, man. Make sure there ain't no drugs underneath your seat, man. You know, if you're in this for real, man, I know I'm telling you the truth, man. I'm not saying look underneath your car for a bomb. I'm saying look underneath your car seat. Make sure there ain't no drugs or a weapon that's been placed underneath your seat, man. You know, they play dirty, man. They play real dirty. So if you're gonna be in this game for real, man, respect some shit, man. People have died, man. Okay? If you're gonna be in this for real, man, people died over this, man. They have silenced people, they have killed people, man. This ain't no freaking game, man. It ain't.